Hello everyone and welcome to Best Side Cycling. It's a beautiful Tuesday and I'm here actually in McNewson at the Cascade Bicycle Club. It's super exciting because I'm here to actually pick up a bike as well as, we're just going to get a tour with Paul, one of the main sort of marketing people here working at the club. So let's go in, check it out and see what we find out and learn. Hey, good to see you, good to see you.
Welcome to Cascade Bicycle Club. We're here in Magnuson Park where we have this great office. A lot of member resources here. We have a room full of books, and if folks are ever riding along the Burke Gilman Trail, they can stop by and sit under our pavilion here, get some shade. We've got tools outside. So we've been here since 2016, since before I was working for Cascade, but it's a really nice work environment. And this used to be a naval facility here, actually, in Magnuson Park. Lots of bikes you're going to notice everywhere, and probably a lot of boxes, due to the fact we're always putting on events. Flying Wheels is coming up this coming weekend, and then it's on to the various tour lights we're hosting, and then building up to Kaiser Permanente Seattle to Portland, which you're training for and stoked to see you riding. On many days, it's just a bustle of activity here. Some nights we'll have a lot of volunteers in, stuffing packets that are going to be mailed out to all the folks who are signed up to do our rides. Other times we might have learn to ride bike classes taking place here and right outside our doors. So depending on the day, it can be a real bustle of activity. As I mentioned, we have a nice break room here, but lots of bicycles hanging on the wall everywhere. In the back, I can just show you around briefly. This is where I and my colleagues all have desks back here. And so a lot of folks think of Cascade as STP, as the Kaiser Permanente Seattle to Portland, and other big events and rides we do, but we actually have 3 pillars. So that's our events side, but we also have a big education department, a policy department, and what am I forgetting? As well as a communications team that I'm part of, telling the stories about all the good stuff that Cascade is doing. And so the events like STP, whenever you sign up for a ride, a paid ride, those are actually fundraisers for our other work, like working in Seattle City Hall to get more bike lanes and bike infrastructure built, and as well as in Olympia with our sister organization, Washington Bikes, which lobbies for better laws and more funding for infrastructure in Olympia. A lot of folks working on different aspects of bicycling and trying to spread the joy of bicycling. Bring you around. This is our auditorium in the back. Again, it's quiet right now, but a couple weeks ago we had Priority Bicycles and Ryan Van Duzer, who's their ambassador, giving a presentation in the back room here. So prior to the pandemic, we would hold regular presentations, and we're trying to get back to that. Hopefully this winter we'll have monthly or twice monthly presentation series in here. For instance, we're trying to organize one with Seattle Bike Blog founder Tom Fucaloro, who has a new book out, and we're hoping to have a presentation and book signing here for him, as well as other folks who are doing interesting stuff within the world of bicycling in Cascade. Maybe you'll do your future movie premiere here.
Hopefully, maybe one day.
And then, let's see, and there's Amy Corver, who teaches a lot of our bike lessons. And you see her a lot on Instagram because she's great on camera. You want to check out the new bike you'll be testing?
Sure. Wait,
sweet.
new bike?
Yes, you know about this. So I mentioned Priority Bicycles a couple times. And here, I'll take your name sticker off it. So several weeks ago, Priority, which is a bike company that specializes in low maintenance belt drive bikes, had a demo event here at Cascade Bicycle Club. and they left a few of their bikes behind so that various folks could test them out. And you're one of those lucky folks.
Yeah.
So people who are unfamiliar with belt drives, I'll just flip this around because it's really all about the drivetrain. So this is what's called a Gates carbon drive. Gates is the big company that makes belts for automobiles and all sorts of other uses. And about a decade ago, they created this bicycle application. And what's wonderful about it, and I have it on multiple bikes of mine, is that you never have to grease it. So it's very low maintenance. It's called Gates Carbon Drive because it has carbon fiber cords, which give it the strength, actually stronger than a chain. And then on the rear, instead of a derailleur, they use all internally geared hubs. So this one is, this bike is called the Continuum, the Priority Continuum. This bike has an NVOLO hub. So there's no preset gears. It's kind of like using a radio dial. You can sort of adjust your gearing in micro amounts or a lot just by twisting on this shifter on the right side. And so you can really feather and kind of dial in the exact gear that you want rather than being stuck with 7 gears or 12 gears or whatever it is. So it's a really cool technology, but it's also low maintenance. This is pretty impervious to weather, so there's no derailleur adjustments. You don't have to deal with your chain stretching and having to be fixed. So I think you're gonna have a great time on this bike.
So huge thanks to Paul for the tour and also connecting me with Priority Bicycles, who really just hooked me up with this bicycle that I'm super excited to show off in future videos on my commutes. So look forward to that.
So yeah, go to cascade.org to learn more and to sign up for some of our big rides, especially like STP, Kaiser Permanente, Seattle to Portland, presented by Alaska Airlines, coming up July 15, 16.
Awesome. Okay, thank you so much for the tour. And yeah, hopefully be back here soon.
Right on.